everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for being on. And all of you that are watching after the fact, thank you for watching. I wanted to talk tonight about something that's been really impressed upon me. The more I grow as a coach, I've really found that up here is what you have to change 110% if you want to be a successful coach. So I want to tell you a quick story about old school Emily as a Beachbody coach. Okay, Emily started out as a Beachbody coach, and she'd had a 70-pound weight loss. So everybody and their brother was like, what are you doing? Can I be part of it? And people came to me, and I was like, yay, I'm doing so well. And then it came down to the nitty-gritty of me needing to start invite people, you know, actually asking people to join my team and inviting people. And I didn't do so well at that. And for a while, I was like, I'm not very good at this. And I just kept kind of pushing forward or whatever, but I had all this stuff in my mind that I'm not really going to be that successful at it. I'm not really going to do that well. I had a conversation with Karen McDonald. She was running a training that I was in, and she said, what would it mean for your family to have, you know, $500 a week? And Emily could not see that in her mind. She was like, I was like, that couldn't happen. I went to Summit this past year, and it was impressed upon me that all of these other people that were there were doing it. And it was me that was in my own way. Emily was in her own way. Emily was the one that was saying, I can't do it. And so Emily just wasn't really doing it. So I have done a lot. There's a book that I would really recommend you guys read called The Secret. Like, I have geeked out so hard on it recently, and I really feel like if you feel somewhere up here like you have doubts about anything, this can be as far as your fitness, your business, anything is concerned, I would recommend I would recommend reading The Secret, because it really is the secret to being great at anything. So tonight I have 10 steps for mastering your mindset. So I'd really like if you guys came along with me on this little journey and really tried to master your own mind, because once you believe it up here, things are going to start happening for you, I promise. So I want you guys to tell me, I want eyes, who thinks that what we're doing right here is hard? Mother Teresa in Calcutta, that's hard, right? People that go to Japan to go in orphanages and have 14 infants that they have to take care of, that's hard. All we're doing is asking people to join us and working out and eating well. We talk about it on social media. I want you to define your hard, okay? I want you guys to really think about what is hard in life, because there's a lot of people that have it a lot worse off than us, right? This is not hard. This is simple things we do day in and day out with consistency that we can grow a business doing, right? Right. So that's all it is. Step 2. So step 1 is define your hard. Step 2, work on yourself. You must make time for your workout and personal development. Why? If you fill your cup, you will be able to help others. But if it's just like when you're a mom and you're just frazzled all the time and you're just like, I can't, you need to fill your own cup before you can help others with this sort of stuff, okay? You can't sit here and tell people, get your workout on and do this, do that, you know, if you're not working on yourself, okay? Step 3, I want you to realize that right now, the position you are in right now is the same position that every single top coach, every single $1 million earner in this company has been in. You are in the same position right now as all of them have been in. What do they have? They wanted it, they worked for it, and they have time in the business. That's it. That's all they've got on us. You can have the exact same thing that things that those top coaches have. If you put in the time, the work, the effort, and you have to work for success. All of these coaches that you see that have, 20,000, 200, Danielle Natoni, she has like 200,000 Facebook followers. Do you think that was easy? Do you think she stayed up maybe sometimes late at night? And I've listened to her stuff. She puts in work and time and effort and films workout videos every single day to post on her Facebook. Time and effort and energy has gone into her success. So you can't expect to be successful at this business and not put something of yourself into it. You just can't. And I don't want to hear people saying, well, I'm not good at this, or when you're not willing to put in the time, the effort, and the energy that it takes. Okay? Step 4, stop using the phrases, I'm not good at this, this is not for me, or I can't because ... right? Saying, I can't do this because I'm just not good at social media. I can't do this because I'm just not very good at inviting. I won't is what you're saying, right? That's what you're saying. Every single thing that is part of this business is something you can learn. It is something that I've worked my tail off to learn. I've worked my tail off to be better at social media. I'm not great yet, but I keep working at it. I've worked my tail off to be good at inviting. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I'm finally like, all right, things are starting to go okay for me. But you put in the work, you put in the time, the effort, the energy, you will see results if you are consistent. As well as, don't be afraid to fail. Look at me. Don't be afraid to fail. Every single time that I've got better at this business, every single time is because I failed miserably or I did something totally off or wrong. And I wasn't like, oh my gosh, my life is over, my business is over, I'm ruined. No. Guess what? I pulled up my bootstraps and I was like, okay, what can I learn from this? How can I get better? That last conversation I had crashed and burned so hard. Where did it take a wrong turn? What did I do that was incorrect? And I look back at the conversation, or I try to find places where I can fail forward, and I get a little better. And my next conversation's a little better. Same with social media. What really clicked with people? When I'm more vulnerable, but it's okay to fail. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It means something you did just didn't work out. You're going to push forward and do better next time. Cool. Step 5, speak positively to yourself and monitor your inner conversations. I know this sounds a little bit silly. Positive affirmations. Emily's done it before. It made a huge difference in my life. I found positive affirmations on Pinterest. I put them on Post-it notes and I put them in my bathroom on my mirror. I've struggled with my weight and exercise and all that stuff my whole life. I put inspirational things all over everywhere that I was because I wanted it for myself, right? We can do the same thing with our businesses. What do you have in your mind that you feel like you're not very good at? Recruiting. What is it that you feel like you're not good at in this business yet? You're like, people aren't going to want to join my team or like be on my team because that's weird and I feel weird about that. Your affirmation needs to be something about somewhere big on a big card where you work. I have my tribe out there and they're just waiting for me to invite them and they're coming to me, right? Something like, yeah, they're coming. You need to have positive affirmations so you start believing it. And it sounds hippy-dippy and ridiculous, but it's really true. If you start saying it to yourself over and over and over again and you silence the negativity, it will start to happen for you. Right?
Well, go look for, her name's Amanda Francis on Facebook. Yeah, she's the best at affirmations and manifesting and learning about those types of things to get out of your own head. So write that name down, Amanda Francis. She's all over Instagram and Facebook, and I learned about her on Facebook, and I follow her, and she gets me all pumped up. She's great.
Step 6, you guys should all have a why, right? Why you started doing this. Whether it's my initial why was I wanted to pay our electric bill. I wanted to help my husband with the finances around our house. My why's changed since then, and it keeps growing and changing. And but you need to have a why that is specific to you, that will push you forward on those days when you're having hard days where you don't feel so positive about things. And I want you to always think about what's the alternative. So if you're bettering yourself up here, if you're getting fit, if you're consistently working out, if you're eating better because you're a coach, why the hell not? Like, why wouldn't you do this? Do you know what I mean? What's the alternative? As well as when you're inviting people, I remember all those negative things like, oh, people are gonna think I'm a scummy salesperson if I invite them. It was me. It was me. It was me every single time. Most of the people that I was so concerned about inviting were like, thank you for thinking of me. Then I felt like a jerk because I was like, it's me. It's always been me in front of my own way. Do you want to not stress about money? Do you want to be able to be a present parent? Why would you stop coaching if you have that kind of a why? So write it down and keep it where you work. Have a set apart workstation that's someplace that's calm, that you can have your little dream board, that you can have your stuff where it's just, you can settle down and invite and do things. Have your why written there. So anytime that you're feeling like you're hitting a struggle, because Emily hits them daily, I still know my why though, right? There's never a moment where I'm like, well, maybe I should quit. I have a why that's stronger than anything else that could come my way. Step 7, know that we live in an instant gratification world, and this, just like fitness, is not instant gratification. You can't go to the gym and go get fit in a day. You can't. You can't grow a solid business in a month. You can't. You can't. It's just not possible. We are building businesses here. We want a strong, solid, foundational business. We have amazing training in which to get you there. Make sure you do all of it. What you're doing now and people that you're talking to now, that's 3 months from now you're going to see the growth from that, right? You plant seeds right now and then they flower later. I have people that are finally saying yes to me right now that I invited a year ago, right? I have all these people showing up that's like, Emily added this new coach, and Emily added this new coach, and this new coach. I've been talking to those people for a long time, for the most part, okay? It doesn't happen right away, but it will happen if you're consistent. Keep your vision in your head for the future. Keep pushing forward. Momentum comes from consistency. So say that you have an off couple of weeks and you stop inviting and you stop doing your vital behaviors and you stop, 3 months from now, you're going to see that in your business, right? 3 months from now, you're going to see like, oh, I can't, nobody's saying yes. That's because 3 months ago I stopped. So you have to be consistent. You have to every day walk the walk and talk the talk. Step 8, have a clear plan for your month. Every person's goal should be Success Club. Why is it Success Club? Why? Because that is something that they've shown. If you have Success Club 5 or 10, you are consistently growing your business, right? And we want our business to grow. You need to make sure your activities are in line with your goal. So you need to be doing a program. You need to be drinking Shakeology. You need to share about what you're doing to create consistency on your social media. You need to invite consistently and be honest about the amount you're doing. Okay? So if you're going to come to me and say, I just can't, I'm not getting Success Club, da, 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 you need to be honest with yourself. Are you really talking to people? If you ever come to me and say, I'm not hitting Success Club, you know, I want to be able to say, hey, can I look at some of your conversations right now? And if you can't show them to me, there's a problem there. You need to be consistent. And repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. That's it. Is it hard? No. Nope. Very cut and dry. We know what we're supposed to do. Step 9, visualize it. Another little hippy-dippy thing that really works. We are going to make vision boards. If you don't have a vision board, you should have a vision board. What is a vision board? It is something that very specifically exactly shows what you want for your life, right? My vision board has a new white Suburban. New to me, actually slightly used because I won't pay top dollar for a new car. Come now. I'm not crazy. We are looking at building a house right now. It has the house plan that I want for my house. It has a cruise that I want to take my kids on a Disney cruise. It has all those in pictures. Every time I open my laptop, what's staring at me in the face? My vision board. Every single time that I'm going in to start working, my vision board is there. You need to have exact things you want on there, down to the color, down to the how much you want to make a week, down to exact things. And you need to say, I'm doing this. This is what I want for myself. This is it. I'm doing this. Lindsay, what's happening?
Oh, I was going to say with visualizing too, sometimes I even visualize, like if I'm nervous about reaching out to someone, I might even visualize how that conversation could go, you know, and I visualize the positive way that I could take it, or, you know, the words that I want to say, and I try to think about the conversation, you know, going positively. And so that's another thing to visualize as well that I like to do too, because a lot of times, like Emily said, you reach out to these people and they're like, thanks for thinking of me, you know, and they're really polite. And then you're like, man, I was just stuck in my own head here. Like there was no reason to be scared, no reason to, you know, take forever to do it. And so yeah, you always want to think positively about those types of things too. So that's what I do with my conversations as well, talking about visualization. So
Step 10, the final step, realize the only thing holding you back is you. You know, that's a weird, hard thing to realize, but I've had to realize it. I really wasn't given training, guys, on what to do with Beachbody. I really wasn't. I was just kind of like, well, good luck. And I had to kind of learn things on my own. You guys have all been given a gift. You guys have been given a huge gift on all the training and all the time and effort and energy that we put into this for you guys, so it wasn't as hard for you as it was for Lindsay and I. Because it was hard. It was hard. It was not easy. And we've had to just kind of like, oh, we don't know. And
we had to fail forward big time. I looked at Facebook memories are awful because I'm starting to see them now and I'm like, what was I thinking?
No.
Like, that was terrible. What did I do?
Why did you say that?
How did I get customers? God, I was an idiot.
Okay.
Why did I challenge back?
So you need to replace blame with solution. You can't blame anyone else for your station in life, right? Find a solution. If you're miserable at your job, find a solution. Find an exit strategy. This is a no blame zone. Find a solution, work toward that solution. Replace I can't with I'll try this next, right? I can't invite, you know what? I'm gonna try this. Or stop with the I can't. Replace this is hard with what is hard. Mother Teresa in Calcutta, I want you to think of that. Do you know how crazy that would be? Do you know there's so many hard things out there. Women that go to a water well to get fresh water for their family, and it's not even very clean. What we're doing is not hard, okay? Replace comparison with confidence. I am my greatest asset. I don't want you to look at one other coach and compare yourself to them. because your specific set of circumstances is not theirs. Okay? You are your greatest asset. I want you guys to be so amazingly confident in your abilities and kill this, because you all have the capability, all of you. Your mindset is going to take you really far in this business if you get it up there that I'm doing this come hell or high water, and I'm going to do it with style and sass, and nobody's going to get in my way, right? Right. So, questions, concerns, anything anybody wants to say real quick?
I want to say something. Of course I do, huh? So, Brittany Powers, if you don't follow her, you need to look her up. She's number 5 in the company right now. She posted this on Instagram. It says, I have a question for you. Think about exactly 12 months from now, May 2017. Now imagine that you are in the exact same spot in 12 months that you're in right now. Are you cool with that? Because I know I wouldn't be. Even though I was a coach last year during this time, so much has changed for me in my business, my family lives, my team, and the list goes on. I've embraced personal growth and shared my struggles and successes along the way. Being a coach was a scary leap of faith. I was super shy and timid, had anxiety, no friends, depressed about my life, the list goes on. But I did it anyways because the fear of starting this new scary adventure wasn't as bad as the fear of continuing down the path that I was on. And I saw that and I loved it, because I thought about that. The thing that scares me more than inviting someone to a challenge group is the regret of not inviting them to a challenge group. And because that person could be my next rock star. That person, I could change their life. That person, I could help them lose that weight that they've never been able to lose before. And so you want to think about it that way. You hold someone else's destiny in what we have here, either in, their fitness, their weight, their energy, their confidence, and even their finances. So you always want to think about that you hold someone's destiny in your mouth or, your little fingers right there, what you type and say to them. So that's what I always think about is, I don't want any regrets, and I want to do this the best that I can. And, I thought I would be a lot farther in my coaching career right now, at this point in time, like May 2015, I imagine May 2016, my life would be a lot different. And, it hasn't done that, but the only person that I have to blame is myself, and so that's what I think about is I can do this. I can, put that time in, that consistency and get that momentum. And I've seen it. There's peaks and valleys with this all the time. So, yeah, but yeah. It's all in your heads, because sometimes, we still get stuck and everything, but you just got to keep working on it, because the skills of being a coach, there are skills to this, you get better at inviting, you get better at social media, you get better at talking to people, and then, if you're just consistent with your fitness, you get better at that too, better at, your nutrition as well. So we have the best job in the world. Don't ever forget that.
So everything that you guys have been given thus far is a gift. Sometimes it's just dressed in work clothes, right? Right? So this might be dressed in work clothes, and we might have to get after it a little bit and get a little bit dirty and do things that are a little bit hard for us, that get us outside of our comfort zones. But this is a gift, and I don't want you guys to ever forget that, right? This is a precious gift that could change your life, your family's life. It just is maybe dressed in work clothes, but that's okay. What's up, Danae? Did you want to say something?
Lindsay, how did she spell Brittany? Because there's a lot of different ways how to spell Brittany Flowers.
Maybe Lindsay can put her. So I follow her on Instagram. She's got like a crazy amount of No. Lindsay, can you put her I'll post the video, and then she'll put her Instagram handle underneath the video, so everyone can see where to follow her.
I know you can fire me now.
It's like Fit Mom, Fit Brit or something. But Lindsay will post her Instagram handle. So any other questions, concerns?
She also posts a ton of stuff on Snapchat too.
So next week at this time, we're going to be doing our power hour. So we all work together. It's our little once a month meeting where we get to work together. That's next week. So come prepared to work and to change some lives. Who feels like they're going to master their mindset moving forward? Let's do it. Okay, it was wonderful to see you guys tonight, and thank you for being on, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.